something.
Morning, everyone. Welcome to Can't Understand Normal Thinking with your hosts, Matt Smokler and Pat Sharkey. This is a podcast where we challenge our listeners every week to determine if we're the fucked up ones or if it's just the rest of the world that's fucked. Today is Sunday, November 17th, 2024. So, Pat,
what's going on?
Do you have work tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. I got to go into work because a 58-year-old man cannot handle his emotions on his own. So I have to go in and babysit him. So I'm not in the fucking best mood today.
So normally Mondays are your
No,
days?
yeah, normally I don't have to do shit. But instead I got to fucking wake up and drive on the LIE at fucking 6:40 in the morning.
On your day off?
On my day off because a 58-year-old man cannot work by himself. Think about that. And he's a liberal.
So normally if, on your days off, would he normally have,
Dude, I do Wednesday and Friday by myself. I'm on the phone all day. I fucking don't have any problem. This motherfucker, you know what it is? I'm playing chess. He's playing checkers. He can't see two moves ahead.
Wow. I like the analogy.
Yeah. Dude, he's just a typical liberal. He's got a wife and a daughter. And I swear to God, I think they make him pee sitting down. I'm dead serious about that.
Well, what is it like? Why can't he handle the work?
Dude, he gets himself so stressed out. Like, you're dealing with a lot of drivers and shit like that.
Right.
You got to be able to talk to people. You got to be able to calm them down if it's fucking busy. He cannot do that. He gets himself all fucking flustered. He'll curse someone out. Eventually, dude, if he did this on my last store, someone would fuck them up by now. He's lucky that people are a little bit nicer in Long Island.
So when you're there, what are his responsibilities when you are there?
He's my bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously.
So when I'm not there, he's me.
So he's got to take over your role. Okay. And he's
just a fucking, oh my God. I told my boss, you got 4 hours and every time I'm fucking pissed off, I'm going to go right up to his face and say, fuck you, you fucking cunt. And he goes, hey, whatever you got to do to get through the day. So fuck it. I got to work. I'm not in the best mood.
Well, I don't understand how someone like that can actually even still have a job. I mean,
he's got really good work ethic in that case, that he shows up every day, and that's all I could ask for.
Okay, so you just can't handle the rolled but
yeah, he's just a pussy, a typical liberal.
It's annoying. Yeah. So the second that there's any weight on his shoulders, the second that he has to do anything by himself.
Dude, you know what's going to happen is that I'm going to end up going to somewhere else and I'm going to have to run 2 stores instead because he's not going to be able to handle it.
I hope you get a pay raise though. I hope you get
I'm almost maxed out actually.
Maxed out?
Yeah. There's they cap you out at certain rates. So I'm at a tier 3 rate. So I'm almost capped out.
So can you move up though?
Oh yeah, but I don't want more stress either.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. Next one, I go from hourly to salary.
Oh, that's good though.
No, I like my overtime, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So if your salary, but
no overtime.
But if
I have a set schedule now. I fucking don't close.
All right.
I'm off Sunday and Mondays. Yeah, I kind of got a fucking easy life.
When you have that salaries, I guess you are a manager though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not gonna say manager.
They don't call managers though. They call them leaders.
Okay. Oh well, you are a leader.
Yeah.
I guess it gets to that, but if you get that salary and it's such a bump up, maybe
it's really not. When you think about the overtime, it's probably like salary rise, probably about 15,000, 20,000 more, but with the overtime, it probably evens out.
Oh, okay. Right. But then when it's salary,
but stress is not worth it, man.
When you're expected to do more work or to take on bigger roles, you're not seeing a bump in your paycheck. I get it.
Yeah,
you got it.
Yeah, it sucks. Fucking liberals. Speaking of liberals, man, do you see Trump's cabinet?
That's been a big thing in the news these days, and I try to watch the news. I don't know all the people and what their roles are, except for Elon Musk. I like the fact that his role is called Doge.
Yeah, Doge. Department of Government Expenditure. Him and Vivek.
And basically correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what his job is, he's going in there and
just slashing the shit out of stuff.
All the bullshit things.
Dude, we were giving $45 million to Ecuador to fund transgender studies.
What the fuck does that even mean?
It means $45 million to cut off a bunch of cocks and grow clits.
And that's what people to do that stuff?
Fucking, I don't know. It's fucking funneling money for gay shit.
Yeah.
45 million, you could fucking, you know what we could do with 45 million? Build a fucking wall to keep those Ecuadorians the fuck out. That's what we could do with 45 million. I could do a lot with 45 million.
That's so crazy. I still try to wrap my head around the fact that, in California, in the jails, if there's someone who's a murderer, in prison for
Yeah, they just did one.
and they decide that they want to have a sex change, and who knows
I would have a sex change in jail.
just to be
Just going, if I'm in California and now I got to join the whites, which they call the woods down there, I can be a prick. You ever see that movie, Shot Caller?
No.
Great fucking film. Great film.
Write that down. Chocolate.
Shot Caller. Watch it, Mark.
Wait, is that with
It's with the guy from Game of Thrones.
Okay, so it sounds
He looks like a badass, but they actually filmed it inside Salinas Valley State Prison.
okay.
He's a stockbroker, had one too many drinks, just like we all.
Yeah.
Driving, because we can drive drunk. It should be allowed. And he happens to kill his best friend because his fucking cunt wife was talking to him.
Oh, in the car. So
In the car, and he ran a red light and his friend died. So guess who gets 10 years? So now he goes there. He could either be a bitch or he could join the woods.
the woods, all right.
So he joins the woods
simply because
he's white. He's white. You gotta go with your own race. That's what I didn't realize when I went to jail. I went with the blacks. But in California, you gotta go with your own race.
Yeah, especially if you're doing 10 years.
So that they call him money. He gets the big handlebar mustache.
Okay, good for you.
He stabs a motherfucker and everything, and he ends up working his way up the fucking shot calling gang.
Okay, I definitely.
But it's a great fucking film, and I don't remember how he got onto this.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about Trump's cabinet, right?
Yeah.
I know, because we're talking about Elon Musk slashing.
Oh, slashing prices. Yeah.
Because of all the transgender bullshit in Ecuador.
Yeah.
And, I got onto the fact that I can't wrap my head around the fact that people in prison,
Get
get these rights,
So, but that's what I'm saying. So in California, it probably does make sense to get your dick cut off, because then you're going to go to a woman's prison.
Yeah.
And if I get life in prison, you can have my dick. I'm not using it.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I have is my fucking tongue now anyway.
Yeah, well, you still got a lot of masturbation that goes on there.
Yeah, but now I could be masturbating with fucking 50 other guys.
Yeah.
Or I could be masturbating with a girl.
You could be fingering yourself.
And licking so much pussy.
Yeah.
I'm licking pussy, man. You might sacrifice the old pink can for that.
So tell me more about this Trump's cabinet, because when we were speaking before, you definitely know.
Well, he's got a fucking all-star. It was like the NFL draft when he's picking. I'm not crazy about the Secretary of State, but he picked Marco Rubio, little Marco.
And then what does the Secretary of State do?
That's like a diplomat. That's the head diplomat.
Hillary
Clinton was one. What's his name? The guy who ran in 2004. John Kerry's current before Anthony. I can't remember this guy's name now. I'm fucking eat pop around these again, and it's already ticking.
But they're the guys that basically guys and girls.
They're the head diplomat. They're there to negotiate.
Yep, negotiate with other countries
on behalf of the president.
All right.
So that's the Secretary of State. Secretary of Defense is Pete Hegseth. He's a Fox News guy, former Army captain. He's the guy who got Eddie Gallagher, the Navy SEAL, who was accused of killing ISIS.
Okay.
He's the one who spearheaded that and got him out of jail and got everything to Trump. He's going to be a great fucking... We finally got a fucking guy who served in the military as a captain, who fought in wars.
Oh, yeah, so he knows.
So he knows. And not a general. This guy's a captain, so captains actually fight along. He was infantry.
Didn't someone just recently get out of prison that was...
the former Marine captain.
Yeah,
he was did 4 years for peacefully walking into the fucking Capitol on January 6th. Meanwhile, a black guy could fucking break a window, steal fucking Louis Vuittons, and call that protesting and get no jail time. And Kamala Harris will even bail him out of jail if he has it. But a guy who served this country honorably was locked up for... I'm getting pissed off just fucking talking about it.
I could tell. It's not fair. And think about all the people...
Not anymore, Smoke. Not anymore.
Think about all the robbing that grocery stores, especially in New York, because of
dude, that's what I used to love. When I used to work at Wall Bombs, You didn't rob there. You know why? Because when you got caught, we beat the ever-living piss out of you.
Wasn't there a story of you, like, when you first started working? I'm talking high school.
Oh, yeah, we beat the shit out of him.
Didn't you run someone down? Was the first time?
The first time, he knocked over my manager. I tackled him from behind. He hit me.
Hold on, go to the beginning.
I'm packing out potatoes.
Right.
He had an accomplice, a girl who was fucking the lookout.
How old are you, by the way?
16.
Yeah, you're 16 years old.
Fucking packing out potatoes. I see Bob, the assistant manager, get knocked down. I come running. Now, I'm big back then. I'm like 240.
Right.
I fucking tackled.
Counter Trey.
Yeah, counter Trey.
I fucking pull.
I hit this motherfucker hard. He went down. He hit me right in the fucking head with his keys, too, right before. No, this was right before the parking lot. So I hit this motherfucker. As I'm fucking on top of him, I'm drilling my elbow into the back of his fucking temple, fucking really pressing down. My buddy Sean comes over, stands on his hands, and punches him 5 times right to the fucking face.
Right.
This other manager, Tom, comes over. He goes, "You're going to get fucked in the ass." Whispering in his ears.
Now, imagine if that was today.
Oh, today, we can't even, you steal today, we could ask you not to leave, but we can't even touch you.
Right.
They got us on checkmate.
But even like when you got people in the subway, there's someone else who's recently.
Oh, that Marine, the fucking fact that Alvin Bragg, the district attorney of New York, he's fucking spitting in every veteran's face by fucking prosecuting this guy.
Yeah.
This fucking homeless fucking drug addict was running around on the fucking subway, hitting fucking women's legs. This guy put him in a rear naked choke to calm him the fuck down and cracked his windpipe. So the nigger had a fucking small windpipe. Who cares? This guy fucking fought for our country, and it's a fucking appalling that he has to face it. He's probably going to get convicted, too, because we live in New York.
Well, and also we can even go back to George Floyd and everything. People can be a menace to society. They can intimidate. They can terrorize people. And then we've always grown up saying, be a good Samaritan. Don't look the other way. If you see something, say something or do
Did I ever tell you the story? And I don't think I ever told you. Right before I got my truck, I can remember the day. It was Memorial Day.
All right.
2018. I was getting my truck later that day. I had to go to work. So I had a fucking pickup truck at the time. I had a Nissan Frontier with big mud tires on it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was in the fire department. So I had the fucking blue lights. I had the visor lights on.
Nice.
I got that thing like a Christmas tree. So I'm coming off and my radar's going off. I'm like, oh, fuck. They're probably doing a sobriety check because I go to work at 2:30 in the morning.
Right.
So as I come around, I can see County Police has a guy pulled over and he's got a Penn State Saquon Barkley jersey on. And I'm looking at it. I'm going, man, I really want that jersey. As I'm looking at the jersey, this guy starts running across the street. The cop goes over and kind of trips them. As they fall down, the guy lands on top of the cop.
Oh.
So I'm like, fuck, he starts swinging on the cop. I roll up in my fucking truck with the lights on thinking like, hey, this guy's going to see it and run. Right. He didn't run. So now I get out of the car. As I get out of the car, the cop has one arm like this. I go and I tackle him. We get on top.
Yes.
This motherfucker, like the Terminator, does a one-arm push-up with both of us on fucking top of him. I could see another guy about a mile and
your police department. You're not.
I'm not. I'm going to fucking work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you're just good Samaritan.
Just good Samaritan who's in the fire department.
Yeah, yeah.
So this guy fucking one-arms us. And I'm like, holy shit. Because I could see a fucking county police officer maybe a mile down Central Avenue. Just happened, Albany Sheriff just happened to be in that intersection making a left. He came over, ended up fucking gassing the guy a couple times. I got a letter from the district attorney thanking me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You still have the letter?
Yeah, it's upstate, but I have it.
Okay, good. Because next time you go upstate, we need it. Yeah. If we need a picture of that. That's awesome. That's a great story.
Yeah. It was, one for the good guys.
Yeah. So a little bit more about Trump's cabinet, though.
So he's got Tulsi Gabbard, ex-Democratic presidential candidate. She's the Department of National Intelligence. He has...
Isn't the Suffolk County guy?
Lee Zeldin's the head of the EPA. Elise Stefanik's going to be ambassador to the UN. Tons of fucking people. There's Elon Musk and Vivek as the Department of Governor Expenditures. RFK is the new health secretary.
And he's
do you know who the Secretary of Health is now?
No.
It's a transgender beast.
Do you remember?
And she wears a fucking uniform all the time. She looks like Jeffrey Tambor. That's what she looks like.
What about the guy girl that was in, I don't know, he did something with nuclear stuff. He was bald, he had the mustache, and he got caught stealing these suitcases. So he worked for the government.
Ed Snowden? Not Ed Snowden.
No, it was a couple years ago. He was transgender. So he worked for the government. He wore dresses.
Oh, you're talking about the ex-cop. I mean, the ex-military guy.
He had a shaved head. No, he worked for.
You're talking about
nuclear stuff.
You're not talking about Brad Manning, because that was the guy who sold stuff to WikiLeaks that changed its sex to Chelsea Manning.
Stolen suitcases. Keep talking.
Smook came unprepared.
Government.
Wait.
With trans.
Yo, man, this is really bad. Really bad. We spend all this time just so you could Google this.
Yeah. This guy.
Oh my God. Yeah. I remember that it's a beast. We'll have to put it on Instagram.
Non-binary.
Non-binary. That means you're a fucking beast.
He was ex-Biden nuclear official who stole luggage traveling on the taxpayer's dime. What was this? Sam Brinton.
What the fuck? Is that alopecia? What the fuck is that? That's called I want attention, motherfucker.
Yeah, no.
That's the only way you do that. That's called I want attention.
And he's going to government, functions like that.
What the fuck is they, them? What the fuck is that?
The first time I heard that.
It's one person. How the fuck can they be they? That is,
they're changing the English language.
Dude, that just shows you that they have dual personalities. For they.
Mental health.
Yeah.
That's real sickness.
How about I call you shithead?
How about I just call you him?
My pronoun is doctor.
So there's kids. So how fucked up this thing is they've tried to give kids all this power where if they go to school in some states, if they want to identify as a fucking cat and the teacher asks them a cat question, they can meow and the teachers have to respond to them in some places and have to refer to them.
I would be a velociraptor.
It's just sick giving these kids all this fucking power. Let's go to something else though, real quick. The other night we had the Mike Tyson,
Logan Paul, Jake Paul. Either way, dude, that guy's on so much testosterone.
Yeah,
it's fucking unreal, and it was fucking rigged. I think even the fucking slap was fucking rigged. I think they whispered in his ear. He goes, "Hit me, champ. Hit me as hard as you fucking can. I'll take it. We'll sell the fucking fight." Because Tyson had the fucking, dude, the guy's bowing at you with fucking 10 seconds left. If that's Tyson back in 87, he's knocking them out and then biting his fucking ear off and spinning it at someone.
Well, look at just the age difference on top of
you knocked that.
Dude, they're friends.
Yeah, dude, that was a fucking, the only time Jake Paul fought a boxer, a real fucking professional boxer, was Tommy Fury, Tyson Fury's fucking half brother. And he got his ass kicked.
That's when he lost too.
Yeah. So fight a fucking boxer. Dude, first of all, he will never fight in a real fucking sanctioned boxing match because he's on so much fucking juice.
That guy,
and his girlfriend's a whore.
I first heard about him in 2020 after I finally got out of,
he's a Disney fucking
up for a long time. And so you can't deny his genius in marketing and in selling himself.
I'm spitting on him.
I thought that he was a jerk off and everything.
He is a jerk off.
I've developed a little bit of respect for him just in the fact of how well he's good at making money. But this whole thing has been a sham because they were supposed to fight in July. Tyson had some health issues, but how does Tyson fucking prepare for fighting this guy who's all jacked up and been working?
No. So long? Yo, dude, that's how they needed a name to sell it to Netflix. Tyson was the name.
Yep.
Tyson, first of all, he's a shell of his former self. If you watch his training videos, you saw how hard he's going in training. He went hard maybe the first round and then quit.
Yeah.
He did not go hard.
Don't have it.
Dude.
He's 57 fucking years old.
Yo, he needs to go back to raping women, man. I mean, that Tyson would have beat the shit out of Jake Paul.
Yeah, absolutely.
This Tyson's a fucking pothead pussy.
Yeah, well.
Not a pussy. He beat the shit out of me, but.
Yeah. No, if you
someone should have fucking
had 27-year-old Tyson versus 27 or however old this guy is, it would have been no contest.
58 Tyson is now.
Yeah. Oh, 58, whatever the fuck. But they had this thing set up for July. He had health issues, and then just all the banter, all the going back and forth. There was even videos of them like being friends.
Oh, dude, it's such a Tyson needs the money.
Yeah.
Jake Paul needs to sell his fucking shit to Netflix, and they're saying he never fights a boxer. Dude. Now he wants to call McGregor out. McGregor would fucking smoke you, motherfucker. And let's do Conor versus you, and let Conor take his steroids. Let's see how fucking even that is. You fucking bitch.
I haven't seen McGregor do anything in a long time.
Well, McGregor's making too much money. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to press you.
Oh, true. Yeah. He's just always been a fucking...
He owns, he's part owner of Bare Knuckle Fight Club now, too, and he has Proper 12. He's making billions. He's got his whole fucking family over there.
Yeah.
You know? He'll come back when he's ready.
He's still fucking...
He's still the greatest ever.
He's an animal.
He gave every small dick Irishman like myself hope.
Oh, I thought it was great. There was one time I think his leg broke or something, and he was on the...
Oh, and he's on there. He's talking about...
Fucking mad shit.
Yeah. Tell your wife to stay out of my DMs.
Yeah. He's a maniac.
Dustin Poirier is claiming he beat him. His fucking leg snapped. He didn't beat shit, Poirier. And that fucking caveman, fucking Khabib, Russian cocksucker. He's a fucking... Look at him. He looks like he's fucking prehistoric man. They fuck their cousins over there. He's not even allowed back in Russia. He's in Abu Dhabi fucking hiding from fucking Putin because he owes taxes. He's a terrorist.
Oh, my God.
He really is. He's a rat terrorist.
Oh, speaking of Putin, that...
Putin all of a sudden is ready to talk to Trump.
Oh, yeah, because... Okay, so I just read that in the Russian military, when someone was horribly injured, they were the equivalent of anywhere, like I think it was $30,000 to all soldiers.
Yeah.
So because it's been taking such a financial toll on Russia, he just now moved that down to like nothing for soldiers who are not like horribly maimed or not.
I think you're reading too much of the mainstream media. From what I'm seeing, besides the Kursk region, Russia's kicking the shit out of fucking Ukraine all across the Donbass.
Oh,
they're fucking... The Kursk region, all they have there is fucking conscripts and fucking North Koreans. So, they have a little ground in the Kursk region.
All right.
But this ain't going Ukraine's way.
Oh, okay. So, and I like the fact that you brought that up. So I always say on this podcast that I'm appallingly misinformed. I try to learn as much as I can, but I only read the New York Post, and when I try to go to MSNBC or CNN,
it's fucking put your fucking head through.
Yeah.
Their numbers are so down too after the election.
I definitely am so biased on one side, and I have to admit it. I'm trying to branch out with certain things. I was under the impression that Russia is actually doing horrible.
No, that's what the mainstream media wants you to believe. But dude, first of all, he doesn't give a fuck. So the way that he fights is they'll just keep sending fucking troops and gear, and you're gonna see a lot of blow up shit, but they're gonna get that ground eventually.
He recruited like 30,000 or 300,000 soldiers from North Korea.
Yeah, but North Korea not recruited. North Korea sent their soldiers to defend Russia in the Kursk region. Okay. So when Ukraine started that offensive in August, and they went into the Kursk region, that's where the North Koreans are fighting. The North Koreans are supposedly getting their asses kicked too.
And also, I guess it depends on what you read, because for the first time that they have full-blown internet access. They're addicted to online porn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, they're not allowed to leave their town in North Korea. They eat fucking rice and rats.
Yeah.
It's a fucking now they're in Russia and they think it's the fucking space age.
Yeah. And
it's like the Jetsons.
Dude, I would fucking, if I was them, I would just be like, I'm the fuck out of here.
They're fucked though if they leave there. They got Kim Jong-un fucking ready to fucking rape and maim their whole family. That's what's keeping them around.
That guy's hysterical and fucking sick.
But you know what? He's scared of Trump.
Oh yeah.
Because he knows Trump's a fucking loose cannon.
Trump met with him and brought him onto the South Korean side. They met at the DMZ zone.
Yeah. Well, because he sent out a tweet.
Let's move on to our recap from last week. First, we went over a couple different things. Last week we discussed Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
And we got
how great he is.
We got your top 5. We got the top 5 from one of our loyal listeners. And there's some discrepancies in there, but I like the fact that you guys have to hash it out a little bit.
I think we had a lot of similar top 5s, but he really just did not like Braveheart, which I just don't understand since it's the greatest cinematic masterpiece that ever made.
Ever made.
Yeah. Just the fight scenes alone.
What about how you count down or up?
Yo, we all know you count down. Did David Letterman go, this is the top 10 list, number 1? No, he went 10, motherfucker. There's a reason you count down. Do they count fucking up when they launch a fucking rocket to the fucking moon?
You need a closer. You
Yeah.
need an opener and a closer.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Some people just don't know format.
Last week, I guess we went over one of our war stories. We got to the bottom of something, I think, finally.
Yeah, that McCann and Hutter shit on Angus's bed, I remember.
Hutter did not shit on
Angus, I believe it was McCann and Hutter. And they paid me $80 to keep it secret all these years.
I distinctly remember me and Hutter in the other room. But
no, Smokler spread all the shit on the walls. I remember this story.
So it wasn't the dogs.
No, it wasn't the Musketeers.
So, I guess after all these years, we're still, a little confused, a little fuzzy about.
I'm not. I know exactly what happened. I got paid $80 to keep it secret.
So, and no one else made their money back.
It's a girl got $20 to keep it a secret.
So, again, we got some emails this week. I don't know. I guess let's start with the first one, which is, we got 3 emails.
Oh my God, we're fucking blowing up.
Yeah, we are
popular.
We are popular. So we got some info. Some people gave their beliefs on their Tarantino top 5.
I'm going to do that. We'll do that after my top 5.
We'll save that part of the email for after Sharkey goes through his. But let me read from Mark right now. Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, Mark, we're not going to say his top 5 yet, but last week's email, he wrote, "Boys, I had to cancel a few meetings this morning to be able to get through that last episode. What a ride. Haha. I cannot confirm or deny pooping in Angus's bedding because I honestly cannot remember whether I did or did not. But I will say for a fact that McCann and I went into Angus's room and took his shoes, put the bottoms of the shoes in the poop, and proceeded to walk on the walls."
You notice how he didn't say Sharkey in that sentence?
I feel like the local priest should have been part of that last segment with some holy water. With some holy water. Give the local priest 5 minutes per week on your show. Confessions with the local priest.
Notice I was saying local priest. We're leaving the name out.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Yeah, because we just don't. Yeah.
He wants to remain anonymous.
Yeah. Before we go into his top 5s, he ends the email. Oh, we also have a picture as well, too. I don't know if you actually.
Oh, no, yeah. That's a Chris Mannix.
Yeah. The Sharky. Here's my limited edition Sheriff Chris Mannix Funko, far right, in my garage. I have zero problem with any ranking at number 1. I love it and can't understand why it was panned so hard when it was released. Have a week, boys. Can't wait for next Tuesday. Mark.
Ooh,
also in the picture, please note the amazing picture of him in the background. His
dude,
football picture.
My picture was my Scholar Athlete Award.
Well,
I did a ton of coke off of it. You could still see the coke and heroin line, fucking thing.
Just to give the audience some context of this, Mark gave us a picture of a bunch of his Funko Pops, and then in the background, a picture that I've seen for the last 30 plus years. It always comes and goes. It's always around, whether it's in New York, West Virginia, or even now Florida. It's of Mark in his senior picture from football. He has a shaved head at the time.
Yeah, we shaved our heads the day before.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I look like a real skinhead in that motherfucker.
He's number 50, just in case anyone else needs to know. I think the world actually needs to know. He's always been number 50. But that was Mark's email. We will get.
Do you remember whose nickname was 50 though?
Oh yeah,
Joey Novelino.
Well, it's not
Knobs.
Yeah, Joseph, because he walked around like he had 50-pound balls.
He did.
Yeah, he did, dude. That guy could hit. Believe me, he was a tough. He was a tough
motherfucker.
Yeah,
he was a big drinker too.
I've seen him drink.
Yeah.
You could put him down.
Yeah.
Next email is from Dennis again. He's got 2 here. Okay, so we'll start with the first one. We're going to make sure, the first one is all about Mel and last week. I think the next email we'll save because that's all his territory.
Dennis is a fucking wordsmith, too.
He really is. He's been putting in a lot of work into these things, and we're both truly impressed with this. There's some sort of a poetic nature to it.
Yeah.
He writes, "Hey, gents, Mel Gibson is like the human embodiment of a plot twist you didn't ask for. One minute, he's giving an Oscar nomination performance, and the next, you're Googling, did Mel Gibson really say that? He's the guy who played the hero and the villain in his own biopic, probably directed by himself for maximum chaos. With Mel, life is like his movies, intense, dramatic, and with an ending that leaves you wondering, should I be concerned? If Mel Gibson were a party guest, he'd be the guy who shows up uninvited, charms everyone with wild stories, and then leaves you wondering whether you just had the best night of your life or if you need to change the locks. He's the human equivalent of fireworks at a family barbecue. Dazzling, unpredictable, and probably going to set something on fire before it's over. Just don't ask him to handle the microphone unless you're ready for a speech that might turn your celebration into a headline. Or a racist rant, if you ask me. Well, I do love me some Braveheart, Sharkey. I disagree with it being the
Cocksucker. Fucking cocksucker.
There are parallels between Braveheart and his actual best movie ever. What Women Want is hands down the best Mel Gibson film. And not just because it's the only time Mel really listened.
Before you get to it, I do like this analogy of how, because he went out of his box to act. That's why his acting was on point in that movie.
Yes, exactly.
It's just the fucking cunts you have to listen to in that fucking movie to get to his acting. Makes it horrible.
Yeah, well, he was, like you say, he stepped out of the box. He stepped out of his comfort zone,
what
you want to say. And, he was expanding himself, not the same shit.
We all knew he was a great actor already.
Very versatile.
Yeah.
It proves it right here.
Just like Buscemi.
What you call it? It's the only time Mel really listened. It's a movie where he trades his typical rugged hero self for a guy who can hear women's thoughts and doesn't immediately flee the country. Spoiler alert. Sharky's very good at not spoiling 30 years later. Watching Mel navigate hair removal, pantyhose, and feelings is peak cinema. It's like seeing Braveheart, but the war is waxing strips in existential panic. This is the film that finally proved that the most challenging role for Mel Gibson wasn't charging into battle, but understanding a woman's mind. Holy shit. I mean, first of all, Dennis is an analogy metaphor master.
Bose is only a fucking high school graduate, but the fucking writing, man, he really fucking sold himself short. This guy should be writing for fucking, the New York Times or something.
Why about the Washington Post?
Either way, it shouldn't be fucking emails to us.
Dude, this is amazing, and I don't know if I've ever seen What Women Want, but
you never seen that?
I want to now.
Yeah, it's not just a shitty film, to be honest with you. Even with Gibson in it, I mean, it's entertaining, yes, but you have a lot of cunt fucking voices in it.
Actually, that's actually a good idea for me, who's not the movie buff, but maybe we should have, a top 5 movies that are shitty movies, but someone either made it good or something like that. Like it's a shitty movie, but because there's someone in there that kind of made it tolerable. I made it actually somewhat good.
Yeah. I like cult classics. Cult classics are the top 5. Like a Bully. Yes. Like cult movies like that.
Wasn't the original Terminator considered a cult classic movie?
I don't know anything with a fucking $50 million fucking budget could be cult. It's not like the Burbs.
The original Terminator?
Yeah.
I thought that was like...
It's still fucking James Cameron, man.
That was his first movie. I thought that was like a B-rated movie, though. That's
maybe B-rated, but I don't know, man. I mean, still, you got to remember Schwarzenegger he was already Conan. He was, right around that era. Fucking, Stallone's blowing everything up.
That's right, and they were actually like in competition.
And James Cameron's fucking directing it. It's got to have a big budget, even back in the 80s.
What are actually right now? It's supposed to have just a couple cults. Bully,
kids, yeah.
The Burbs, that was a cult.
Burbs. Another little tidbit about the Burbs. It's the same block Desperate Housewives was filmed on.
Really?
The Klopeks lived where fucking Nicole Sheridan lived.
That was Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
And that also had
Bruce Dern, Corey Feldman.
Yeah. Who was the army guy that the old?
That was Bruce Dern.
Yeah.
Also in the Hateful Eight that we'll see a little bit later.
Okay, nice.
One other cult classic for you, Dahmer.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And also Dahmer was Jerry Renner's first movie.
Yeah.
Henry was a Walking Dead, the guy with the
guy from Boondock Saints?
Yeah, what the?
Not Sean Patrick Flannery. It's he has a weird name like Dungeon Balloon.
No. I'm talking about the guy that's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Chris Pratt.
No.
The pot bunnies have got him. The pot gummies got Smooth.
What you call it? It was, what the fuck?
Yeah, Smooth throwing up fucking blank.
Walking Dead.
We can't be fucking Googling on air, Smoke.
Guy, fucking Daryl.
Daryl's brother. That's who did it.
Yeah, Daryl's brother.
This is going to fucking sound great on air.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Merle, which is, hold on.
I don't even forget.
Michael Rooker.
Never heard of it.
Rooker was, you don't know who Michael Rooker is?
No, I don't watch Walking Dead. I try to watch it.
You know this guy. He was Henry. You know him.
I don't watch Walking Dead. Dude, I tried to watch it. It was at a hospital. There was no fucking dead. I turned it off.
You know what? Going back to Mark, actually.
I might go back into that soon.
You know, I'm going to give Mark credit for something. Netflix, 2010. First season of Walking Dead, which I think is the really only good one. First, when people started watching it, Mark put up there. He was blown away about it. And I was like, I got to check this out.
Homeland.
Another good one.
Yeah.
The first season of Walking Dead was awesome. After that, it just dragged along. It was fucking bullshit.
Vice Principals. We talked about that earlier.
Oh, well, yeah.
Great film.
Goggins.
Yeah.
We all know that Danny McBride's fucking awesome, but
yeah.
Goggins
awesome.
Was amazing.
That's what brings me to my top 5.
Thank you, Dennis. We'll be going back to both emails to get Mark's and Dennis's top 5 Tarantino movies. But without further ado, Sharkey.
Okay. First, we got to go, like I said, top 5s go down, not up.
So honorable mention.
We're going to go with an honorable mention. Now, I was specific when I said Quentin Tarantino top 5. I didn't say Quentin Tarantino's directed films top 5. I just said Quentin Tarantino top 5.
Right.
I said that because I have an honorable mention that he didn't direct. It's actually a Robert Rodriguez film.
Okay.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
And he did the script, though. He did the script for that.
Oh, he did. I don't even know. It's news to me. But great film. Harvey Keitel, Selma Hayek, Danny Trejo, George Clooney, and Mark loves the fucking tattoo in that movie. That's what his original tattoo was supposed to look like.
Yeah, there was that chick with the snake scene in that.
That was Selma Hayek.
Yeah.
Dude. The hottest Mexican on the face of the earth. Dude, she ages in reverse. At like 60 years old, I would eat her ass with a fork and knife.
Kind of like Jennifer Aniston.
But they're on the run from a fucking bank robbery. A bunch of people are dead. They're trying to find the Gecko brothers. But they got to get to the border. They kidnapped this ex-preacher who's Harvey Keitel. And Harvey Keitel has I forget her fucking name. It's Brad Pitt's fucking original girlfriend.
Oh.
That crazy bitch from Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
And a Gook's son.
Yes.
There's someone for you, Smoke. Gook's son.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom.
We'll call him Daniel. But anyway, they go Daniel's son. So anyway, they get to Mexico and they're going to this truck stop from dusk till dawn. And when you get to this truck stop, there's girls dancing with snakes, fights are breaking out. It looks like a cool place to hang out.
Right.
Not a kid's place, not like fucking Hooters or anything like that. But once, 12 o'clock strikes.
Titty Twister is what it was called.
Titty Twister.
Titty Twister.
But, basically, I don't want to give a plot, but,
give half.
Once the fucking night, something else happens to this bar.
Okay.
And that's the plot of the movie.
Okay.
But great movie. He's grading it, even though Clooney knocks him out for about 45 minutes of the movie. He was getting a little too mouthy and he was thinking about fucking that girl. He looked like a real child molester in it too. He just played it fucking awesome. Okay, number 5 on the list, Reservoir Dogs. Just a great character piece. It's about 6 criminals that all have names like Mr. Pink, Mr. White.
Just so great with the
just so they could stay anonymous to one another.
They're on some weird heist.
They have to heist. It starts off they're running. Tim Roth's running with a fucking briefcase with Buscemi.
So just a little something. Tarantino's films are classic for being non-linear, which means that he jumps back and forth in time. You might start, halfway. This halfway in the middle. You
need to have an IQ over dull to fucking understand it. So, just a great character piece. Michael Madsen, Tim Roth are awesome in it. I don't want to it's hard not to give away this movie with going into certain things.
Right.
But it's got violence.
It's got great. Hold on. In order to get the maximum, everything out of you. Don't be afraid to give most of the plot. I get it. You're really good with that. But you know what? I think you should, just so that we get the most out
So
of it.
they robbed this bank, I'm thinking.
Right.
They all have to meet up at this place. Couple of them died.
Yeah. There's a boss running
the show. Basically, what's his name? Chris Penn, awesome in the fucking film too. And
out of the fucking blue,
Keitel, Buscemi, Tim Roth, all are back there, and they're trying to figure out which one of them is the rat. Now, who ratted them out to have the cops there? Because the cops were there way too quick. They don't know who they could trust, and that's basically the plot of the film. It's just a great character piece.
And there's so many classic one-liners from that movie.
That's what Tarantino does best. All the characters have depth.
Dialogue. They have this dialogue.
You want to know more about you could make a movie about each one of those characters. That's how great it is.
Yep.
Number 4, Inglourious.
Hold on. I gotta say one or two things about this movie. There's also another great scene with Steve Buscemi, who's very mouthy. He's hysterical in it when they're in the warehouse. Okay, and someone's slapping the shit out of him. I think it's Harvey Keitel. Because Buscemi doesn't like to pay tips, obviously. He doesn't like to give tips. And, at this point, he wants to just dip. He doesn't trust anyone. And there's just, you see posters all over the place. There's this great scene where he gets bitch slapped onto the floor, pulls his gun out. And Harvey Keitel pulls his gun out, and they're pointing.
Yeah, and they start laughing.
Yeah. And you have that. Chris Penn.
Chris Penn's awesome in it.
It's so amazing that.
Dude, you know what Chris Penn's best film is? Best of the best.
Okay.
Number 2.
And then, I'll just say his relationship with Michael Madsen.
Yeah. Well, Michael Madsen, it's a shame drugs happened to him because he would have been up there with Clooney in acting, I think.
Yeah. And you know what? In this movie, he might be one of my most favorite sadistic fucks.
Yeah. He looks like a 50s greaser who cleaned himself up just to cut off ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a fucking barber's worst nightmare.
Oh my goodness. This guy, he was so awesome. It's just.
Even his dance was sadistic. I mean, just a great film all around.
I love the ties they wear in that.
Only number 5 on my list. That just tells you something.
Okay, all right.
And you know what I love about Tarantino? He's not afraid to throw out a nigger.
Oh yes,
he loves it. He loves it because he knows when to use it.
He was Mr. Brown in that. Yeah, Mr. Brown.
He knows when to use it and when it's funny and when it needs to be said.
Yeah, there's also a great dialogue in there, just revolved totally around Madonna, if you remember correctly.
Yeah,
like a virgin.
You're like a virgin.
And wasn't it Tarantino he was the one who chimed in what that was about. Some people said, oh, she was like, a virgin, this, that thing. And he went into his whole spiel about her taking. I don't want
to give the too much away, but Tarantino should have been more in that movie. Let's just put it that way.
Very good.
That's probably why it's only number 5.
All right.
Number 4, Inglourious Bastards.
Okay. Hold on. World War II, right?
Yeah. It's the first year of Germany's occupation in France.
Wait a second. Shout out to Mark. Okay.
Yeah.
He's the Bear Jew.
Oh yeah.
I won't give numbers out, so we don't want all our fans bombarding with social media. But he is the Bear Jew. Okay.
Well, that's you know how Tarantino's not afraid to say nigger.
Okay.
In 1941, he loved saying Jew. Yeah. He loves it. So
they were like the good guys.
And they were good. They were the good Jews. They wanted to kill Nazis. Antifa. But it's about the bastards are a special group in the army. They're head by Lieutenant Aldo Raines, who's a former Apache, who has an Apache blood in him.
Okay.
So he likes skinning these motherfuckers and putting Nazi fucking symbols on their head. So everyone knows they're a Nazi when they take off the uniform. So there's a guy who's basically the Jew hunter.
Yeah.
Fucking great fucking
sadistic too. He's sick in that too.
Oh, he's fucking awesome. Christopher Waltz. I mean, he's the first guy to win Best Supporting Actor for two films in a row for the same director.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah, a little tidbit.
Yeah.
But this movie is great. There's a great scene. There's a great bar scene in this movie. Mm-hmm. Another one that comes all out of place with different characters. But it's only number 4 on this list. That's how powerful this list is.
Oh, wow. Hold on. So just to go back. It was Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Who was Aldo Rain. World War II.
Eli Ross in there too.
There was a great scene, wasn't it? When
he's the bear Jew.
When he with the baseball bat. Yeah.
Teddy fucking Williams.
Who's the Jew hunter again? Who's the actor?
Christopher Waltz.
Okay. There was this very intense scene, I believe. They're in a cabin or a house where Jews are hiding.
Oh yeah, that's the first scene with Susanna Dreyfus.
Yeah.
When Susanna Dreyfus, when she's only 13 and he's looking for them and they're speaking English and they don't understand what they're speaking of, and they shoot all the family around her and she runs away.
Wait, so when he was drinking the milk, did they eventually found the family?
Oh, he knew. He smelled the Jews. He smelled them. He knew. The Jew hunter knew they were there. He just didn't know. He didn't want to make sure he shot at the right fucking floor panel.
He was being sick about it, basically.
He was fucking around with them.
Yep.
He gets pleasure off. That gets his dick hard.
Yeah, that's predator prey bullshit.
Yeah. It's like fucking with your socks on.
Yeah.
Number 3. This is number 1 on a lot of people's lists. Only number 3 on my list, the only list that matters. Pulp Fiction.
That's the only list that matters. Pulp Fiction, hold on.
Vincent Vega.
Movie.
Jules Winfield. It's basically the whole Bruce Willis. It's a movie that centers around a gangster setting up a boxing match.
All right.
And all these little stories that go around through this boxing match and retribution from that set boxing match. There's gimps in it. There's
butt fucking.
Yeah.
Butt fucking.
Yo, dude, bring out the gimp.
Yeah. just to butt fuck.
Yeah. He gets their dick hard.
Yeah. Except for Bruce Willis, because in this movie, let's be honest, he's a real man. In
there's katana swords in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
That's fucking. I mean, there's slicing. There's violence. Dude, who brought the nigger to my house?
He drives a chopper.
There's a dead nigger in my garage.
Bruce Willis drives a chopper, and he's got a Chinese girlfriend. So.
Oh, she's a gook?
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was fucking like French or something. I didn't know she was gook. I didn't know she was a gook. I question that. Please write in if she's gook.
Okay.
She didn't have slanted eyes to me. I thought she was a foreigner, like a fucking...
Hey, I am not the movie buff here, and I'm guilty of not watching enough movies. But yes, please write in. Is Bruce Willis's wife, girlfriend, Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Is she of Asian descent?
Is she a gook? And it's just a great film. Samuel L. Jackson. The only movie he has really before this is fucking Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah. He's got a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Doesn't he have Jackie? Was he in Jackie Brown?
Oh, listen, Jackie, but that's not popular, really.
Okay.
Even though that...
Cult? Is that cult?
That should have been an honorable mention, too.
Okay.
I might have fucked up on that one. Right. But, he wasn't really popular. Maybe Die Hard with a Vengeance came out the year right around the same time that really shot him up. But great in this film. Harvey Keitel as the wolf is fucking great. I love the way they all wear suits for Marcellus Wallace's gang. Just a great film, but only 3 on the list.
Okay.
Number 2, Django Unchained.
Oh, I can only imagine why. Yeah.
It hit niggers used plenty of times, which automatically sends it up the list. Basically,
I can't believe that this is not your number 1.
So. No. Dr. King Schultz, who's also Christopher Waltz.
Yep.
He's a former dentist that's looking for the Brittle Brothers because he's a contract bounty hunter.
All right.
So he needs to get a slave that knew the Brittle Brothers, so he gets the Django.
Yep.
Jamie Foxx. He names him the Django Freeman because now he's free. And they go on this little hunt to find it, and they go to Calvin Candyland. There's fucking Mandingo fighting in this. It's fucking great. There's a one-eyed Charlie.
Hold on. Wasn't Samuel L. Jackson, wasn't he like a slave?
Steven.
He was an Uncle Tom, I think.
Yeah.
He was not for protecting.
Monsieur Candy.
Was that because, he had such a cushy, he was lucky?
He was a house nigger.
Yeah, but...
You don't want to be the house nigger, because the only thing lower than the house nigger was the one-eyed Charlie, who Jamie Foxx plays.
Okay. Why is it called the one-eyed Charlie?
Well, One-Eye Charlie is someone who knows a lot about Mandingo fighting.
Okay.
And he was like the in on the Mandingo fighting, and Dr. King Schultz wanted to start circus and use Mandigos as the Black Hercules. And don't you remember the sister who might have fucked Calvin Candy too? I think Calvin Candy might have fucked the sister, but she goes, "Oh, Hercules."
Can you explain what a Mandingo is and what Mandingo fighting is?
Mandingo is just two big black guys that beat the shit out of each other to the death. The winner then gets a beer and gets to fuck other slaves.
Oh, well, I could see,
And you want to have the best, and that's why these guys get these One-Eyed Charlies that know this Mandingo fighting.
Okay.
But it's a great plot. A little tidbit, they used to call my last office Candyland. You know why?
Yeah.
Well, I was Calvin Candy.
I can only imagine. Was that Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't see all candy.
Yeah. I don't even know what else to say. Drop the N-word so many times. So let me see. There was a part with a box in there where some woman was put in, that you out in the
Yeah, the heat box.
Yeah, what?
That's where they would punish you. You would go out there and get to like 500 degrees, and you would just sweat at it.
That'd be horrible.
Yeah, it was hard for them back then.
What did that woman do again to deserve the heat box?
It was Django's wife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She was good looking too. So she
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, she was definitely a house nigger.
Whenever you say, I don't care which one it is or what derogatory term is, it always catches me off guard.
It's just funny. It's funny.
I know, because I loved being uncomfortable. I love creating it. I also don't even know how to handle it sometimes. I just laugh at fucked up shit. I just can't help it. I think it's funny.
Well, the Django Unchained is fucked up and it's funny, and it does have a Tarantino cameo at the end. If you remember, he's one of the brothers that buys the Django and then gets the Django blows
him up. That's right. I remember that because
there was a mine. I forget the names of the mine though.
And that's because if you're gonna be Tarantino and you're gonna have your one scene, you are gonna be the one that gets blown to shit. Yeah.
Number one on the list.
Are we really ready for the number one?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. All right.
Number one on the list. And this is one of the greatest character pieces of all time.
Okay. Even more so that as a character piece.
It's a character piece.
Okay.
Braveheart has great cinematic features, big fight scenes. This takes place in a fucking room, the same size as a fucking studio. The whole fucking thing. A lodge. Minnie's haberdashery. And it's called The Hateful Eight.
Okay. Break down the setting.
Well, they're going to Red Rock.
Is it a mountain?
Yeah. They're going to Red Rock, Wyoming. And basically, there's a blizzard coming in. And Samuel L. Jackson's a bounty hunter. He's got 2 dead on his horse. His horse is fucking broken down.
Okay.
And he's got to get to fucking Red Rock. He comes upon fucking Kurt Russell, who's doing his best role since fucking Backdraft.
Oh wow, Backdraft.
Yeah.
Firefighter.
Yeah. So he's doing his best role since Backdraft. And Kurt Russell has a stagecoach. And he's headed up to Minnie's haberdashery, and he knows they shared a stick together once before, so they know each other. So the hangman gives Samuel L. Jackson a ride. They call him the hangman because he likes to bring his fucking people in to hang. So they go to Minnie's haberdashery, and at Minnie's haberdashery, the hangman has his capture, who just happens to be Jennifer Lee, who's fucking one of these gang members' sisters, and she's got a huge bounty on her head.
Where would I know Jennifer Lee from?
Backdraft.
Oh, so she's an old school actress. So it's not like she's a new one. Backdraft. What else besides Backdraft?
She's in a lot of those old movies. I saw her Backdraft. That's how I remember.
Okay.
But she's in I'm thinking Rebecca De Mornay is also in fucking Backdraft. I got Backdraft on my mind today. It was great film.
Early 90s. 92
or 91. It was a Ron Howard film.
I was about to say it was before 93 because I just
Billy Baldwin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. William Baldwin.
Speaking of, just real quick. Oh, no, that's a different. Danny Baldwin was in Flatliners. Is that considered cult fiction?
No, Flatliners. No, that's fucking Dan Aykroyd.
Flatliners with Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, no.
Great fucking movie where they all so Julia Roberts, Danny Baldwin.
Yeah, too many names.
Okay.
Too many names. Either way, the Hateful Eight's just great. You got Tim Roth, you got Michael Madsen, you got Channing Tatum,
Goggins.
you got Walton Goggins. There's a great scene. Walton Goggins' first scene when he goes in there is he's a sheriff Chris Mannix. There's two great scenes. One scene is he's all cold and he goes over and he takes a fucking blanket off the fucking wall and he goes, "Ooh, Navajo." That, and when he first sees Bruce Dern, he goes, "General Chris Mannix Marauders." Austin's boy.
So they're in Wyoming. They're meeting at this lodge on a mountain right before a blizzard, and you have all these. You have 8 people.
All sick fucks.
Right.
All
suspicious
of each other. All know that everyone wants to get over on everyone, but they can't call anyone out. And
it's like a big mystery.
The hangman's taking charge.
All right.
And he could trust Samuel L. Jackson because they shared a steak together once.
Is that a prison?
No, because they're both bounty hunters.
Okay.
So they
know each other by
yeah. They shared a steak together.
Yep. Okay.
But, Walton Goggins, nobody trusts him, but he's a good guy.
Okay.
But he fought on the South. So that's why, there's a nigger thing and everything.
Did he use it at all? Does he say it?
No, I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Right.
You know what also is great about the Hateful Eight? On Netflix, there's the extended version. It's 4.5 hours.
Oh,
and it gets a little bit more into everything.
Oh, wow. Because I know that this movie wasn't it 3+ hours?
Yeah, this is 4.5. And it is set like a series. So each chapter is an episode.
Oh, that's cool. So
yeah.
It's like a 4-episode series.
Yeah. So it's good. But it goes a little bit more into everything, a little bit more into the planning of it all. More into...
Isn't there an overture in it and an intermission?
Yeah. Well, when Channing Tatum comes in, that scene's a lot longer in the Netflix version.
Okay.
But it's a great film, great character piece. This is one that, one of our emailers always says rewatch. I could watch this movie every fucking day, and it doesn't get old.
From what I am going to pretend to remember, and I believe that I had said this to you earlier, and then one of our email writers refers to it, is... what you would call it? It's like a mystery, like Clue.
Yeah.
Remember the movie like Clue? It's a whodunit. Whodunit.
I'm gonna have to cut out that segment.
Which one?
The email writer.
But here, let me go through the what the emailers have written about.
Yeah, just get the top 5s down.
Okay. So we're going to start with Mark first. Tarantino top 5. Aside from Carpenter, I respect Tarantino more than any other director. The man is a savant and a genius with dialogue. Kill Bill 2 dialogue on Clark Kent being Superman's perspective on how weak modern man is was brilliant and semi-overlooked. Here, he's a historian of film. Tarantino universe connections fascinates me. So he's going from 1 to 5.
Yeah, you can't do that, but let's do it.
Okay. So Mark's number 1 is Pulp Fiction. His number 2 is Reservoir Dogs. Number 3 is Hateful Eight. Number 4, which if you notice I have written right here, which was True Romance.
That's
great fucking movie.
And Christian Slater.
Yeah. And then 5, Inglourious Bastards. Now hold on. Before anywhere, do any of these match up with yours? That's what I'm always...
Oh, not right away, but we have a couple on the same list. I mean,
okay.
Pulp Fiction is number 3. Reservoir Dogs number 5.
Okay.
Hateful Eight's number 1. And dude, I'm not putting down any of those top 3 films.
Right.
They're all great and they're all rewatchability. True Romance is great. Maybe we should get an honorable mention.
Yeah, and also, hold on, my brother showed me once years ago, and I've always tried to look for it. There's something called the Tarantino cut, which was how Tarantino wanted it spliced up, written out. And I remember watching both of them. And of course, this is fucking 2010, so it's a long time ago. But I would try to get the Tarantino cut the way he wanted it because it was so awesome how it ended.
Dude, you got a fucking great director. Let him fucking do it the way he wants.
Because when they go to the studios, when they don't have complete control, they try to chop it up. They want it done this way, cut this out or whatever.
Yeah,
I know they did that with Clive Barker's Nightbreed, and then someone else did the Clive Barker cut. But his honorable mention, with such a limited number of films, it's tough to hand out HMs, honorable mentions, but to Django. Once Upon a Time in Mexico and Jackie Brown could easily slide into top 5.
Jackie Brown's good.
I'm a sucker for Death Proof and Dusk Till Dawn. There's zero chance.
Yeah. I like it. you know what? Tarantino just doesn't have bad films, so it's hard to disagree with anything.
Right.
You know, that's the problem. Like, it's not like Mel Gibson, like, you know, because the top 5 is kind of similar, but you know, I can't get mad at the honorable mentions
either. I don't
either.
think that Tarantino, it's hard for anyone to, you know, everyone's top 5 is going to be different.
It's like Grand Theft Auto. There's never a bad Grand Theft Auto.
Well, but there's only
because they take 7 years to get them to fuck out.
There's only one top 5 that matters. You know?
Yeah, and there's only one top 5. It's mine, and we count down, motherfucker.
You know what? I now want to watch True Romance really bad because I just love the whole Elvis thing. And doesn't Tony Soprano beat the ever-living shit out of someone to the point where it's very uncomfortable?
I wouldn't call him uncomfortable.
It's fun, meaning like he beats the dog shit.
Well, dude, that's what that's great about the Hateful Eight, because Jennifer Jason Leigh might get a little uncomfortable because she's spitting her own teeth out at one point.
That's awesome.
From getting the shit kicked out.
And there's something with teeth,
and something about beating the shit out of a girl. I love when Kurt Russell's fucking spitting. He's throwing up on top of her. I don't want to give out too many tidbits.
All right. Well, I actually, to be honest, I have to watch that.
Let's see Bozer's.
Bozer's top 5 Tarantino. Okay, Tarantino top 5. Unlike Mark, my top 5 in the countdown. My top 5 is in the countdown format, not revealing the number 1 overall first. That's like putting a rubber on after you finish inside a herpes-ridden prostitute. Honorable mention, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Reason, only Tarantino can make a film where the most unrealistic part is the happy ending in 1969 Hollywood. I agree. Bonus points for a flamethrower scene that makes you wonder if the neighbor's pool is safe around you. Is number 5. Hateful Eight. Reason, Hateful Eight is a masterpiece because it's essentially a dysfunctional holiday dinner where everyone brought a gun instead of a side dish. It's proof that when you trap 8 of the most untrustworthy people in a cabin during a blizzard, the only thing cooler than the weather is Samuel L. Jackson's insults. It's the perfect film for when you want to see what happens if Clue, a spaghetti western, and a whiskey-fueled argument had a baby. I love the Clue reference.
Dude, he loves fucking analogies.
Oh, yeah. The metaphor fucking master. And that baby was raised by Tarantino on a steady diet, chaos, and swear words. 4. The Django Unchained. Nothing says spaghetti western quite like Leonardo DiCaprio playing the most hateable man alive. The movie makes you cheer for violent retribution and somehow feel better about it when Jamie Foxx doesn't sunglass.
Dude, I just feel like Bozer wasted his life, man. He's such a good writer.
He's only read a book.
Dude.
Number 3, Kill Bill, Volume 1. Uma Thurman's quest for revenge is basically a very aggressive...
I disagree with this, that Kill Bill's even up there that much. I mean, first of all, Uma Thurman's not even that good looking.
Let me finish reading.
And if you're going to have a Kill Bill, let's get a Chinese girl in there.
Yeah, isn't Lucy Liu in it?
No, as the main character.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you've ever thought your breakup was messy, try fighting a deadly squad while wearing a yellow tracksuit and wielding a katana.
She should have had a fucking yoga pants on with no underwear.
Yeah, I don't like...
Wait.
She's like an ugly hot girl. Like,
I'd fuck her, but that's not saying much.
Yeah. What you call it? We just did Inglourious Bastards, number 2. Reason. Who knew a movie could make you cheer for historical revisionism? As Brad Pitt says, buongiorno, like he's met an Italian in his life. Film is proof that Tarantino can teach history in a way your high school never dared.
Ooh, Bozer, man.
Yeah.
It's really...
Holy shit. And his number 1, Pulp Fiction. This movie taught us that even discussions about burgers and foot massages can be life or death. It's the only film where a wallet that reads, bad motherfucker, is somehow understated compared to the rest of the dialogue. Disclaimer. I know I'm a loser. If Reservoir Dogs should be on the list of top 5 and isn't in mine because I've never seen it, I know I'm a loser part. All right. Well, you know.
Dude, first of all, never admit that you didn't see Reservoir Dogs after writing like that.
Yeah.
and then I could see why your fucking Kill Bill's on there, because you never seen Reservoir Dogs. That would kick that shit the fuck out.
I just think that it's awesome that I just want to thank him, you know, very much for putting all this time and effort into this. Not writing just 1, but 2 different emails
Well, his writing is a gift. It really is. It's a gift wasted, but it's a gift.
Well, wasted or not, please,
this motherfucker should be writing for fucking New Yorker or something.
please continue writing in and listening. And you know what? Tell all your friends about it as well, too. Tell your wife about it. And finally, hold on, is that the final one?
That's the final one.
That is the final one. What do we have for next week in terms of our movie?
Oh, we'll get that on the wrap up.
Okay, because
we got to vote on that one.
So we, I guess we just did all our movie stuff, and our next segment, I don't know, what do we want to call this again?
Shooting coke in your arm would leave up the fucked up things. Who would have thought?
That's what happens when you shoot cocaine.
Yeah,
I guess this is part of war stories. Sharkey thought that I should, he had mentioned very.
This is not war stories. This is fucking dark days. You're gonna need fucking holy water on your head. Question you if you ever knew Matt Smokler.
we try to come up with things to talk about on the show. I was telling Sharkey a couple weeks ago. I made a lot of mistakes in my life. I did a lot. I did a lot of stupid things. And there was a time in 2016 or 2015, 2016, where I went to the darkest days of my life using drugs. At this point, it had become way more than just, a fun thing to do while you're out with people. It became something, I don't even know how else to put it.
He was shooting fucking coke in his arm.
Yeah.
That's what that makes you fucking question. I mean, once you're starting to shoot coke in your arm, it might be time to clean yourself up, Smoke.
Isolated life, and just everything from work to relationships really just was just one bad decision, one wrong turn after another. So I guess it was Thanksgiving, right after Thanksgiving in 2016.
I have a feeling Smoke stood up in a room and shared this story once before.
No. So I said it to you. I've told only one other. You're supposed to share about this stuff when you go to rehabs and you've gone away for a long time to try to fix your life. And I never shared the story because
it's very dark. Very dark.
It's horrible. So I'm living with someone in a basement apartment, just being so isolated.
Is this your brother's house or not?
Yeah.
Okay. I know. So we're talking area. Know the area now.
Yeah, Huntington.
Yeah,
Huntington Station, and
a lot of Mexicans.
This person I'm living with. The only credit I'll really ever give her is when she found out that I was shooting heroin. She would tell my family each time, and when they realized,
rat, rat.
And that's when really my family really understood how horribly lost I was.
I think they can look at you and tell you weren't all there.
I think that there was a lot of blind eyes turned because no one wants to believe that shit. But so I'm now on 3 or 4 months just cold turkey, doing heroin. And, cocaine was one of those things that was like icing on the cake every once in a while.
So you clean?
At this point, I've relapsed a bunch, taking pills, or remember I'm in outpatient, so I know people. There's people in the area I can get drugs from. So I have a bad night with this woman I'm with, and we go back home, and I'm trying to quit smoking cigarettes. We get into an argument, and I decide to go to the local 7-Eleven around the corner. It's where we met at the library.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, I decided to go get
Smokes makes a homo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I go in. I'm not supposed to be smoking cigarettes. I go in there, and someone walks up from walking downtown, and he's just his white dude. He looks normally dressed and everything. I'm in a fucked up place in my mind. I didn't even shoot coke I didn't shoot it yet, but it was still something I was doing, but. He asked for a ride to a town in Nassau. I think it was Manhasset.
So a guy asked you for a ride, and you say hello. Yeah, why don't I give you a ride?
Yeah, and I've never done anything like this before. So he goes, I just got into a fight with my wife. I think he offers to throw me money. And I'm like, and because I don't want to go back home, I don't feel like I can go. And I was like, fuck it, yeah.
How much did he give you?
He didn't give me anything. So On our way there, I'm talking about a fight I just got into. This guy must have read me because there was he didn't,
You give off some homo vibes, I think.
Okay, well,
that's what I'm thinking. Because you look at me, you see a straight motherfucking male.
Well, we'll get to that part in a second. So this guy, we're driving, and somehow I was talking about how I once worked in stockbroker with my cousin, and he goes, that I wasn't working, and he goes, "Oh, really? I know all that shit. I'm a stockbroker. This, that, and next thing. We could really work on something." And we're getting a conversation. He goes, "Can you stop off someplace?" I go, "Yeah, sure." And I want to run and talk to my friend real quick. So he runs in and runs out, and he brings like a little rock of crack, which I have had no experience with crack before. And he breaks out a crack pipe. And I had a Xanax in my pocket.
Oh, so we got crack, we got Xanax.
Yeah. So, and he had gotten a beer from the 7-Eleven. So what he's doing is he's hitting it, and he's starting to tell me how amazing. So the conversation just takes a left turn. And he's talking about how amazing it is to hit crack and hold it in, and while you're sucking someone's dick.
Oh,
I'm driving. So, like, not me.
I'd be like,
how he's high.
Get the fuck out of my car.
And I was like,
"You fucking faggot."
My immediate response was, I was taken off guard with this. I said,
Smoke started unbuckling his pants.
I thought I was going to be taking a hit of crack at the time for the first time. And I say, no, in so many words, I say, no, thank you. It's not my thing. I'm just not into that. So we're parked someplace now, and he keeps hitting it, and this crack pipe or whatnot. And I'm waiting for my turn. Not understanding at this time that people don't give up their crack. It's not like Coke or anything, and there's not a lot. So he keeps hitting it, and he's inching in closer to my face to give me a kiss. And
why didn't you beat the fucking piss out of him?
What I did was I grabbed, because, dude, you got to understand the place that I was in my head. I didn't want to go home. I'm on this fucking, dude, this is nothing. This is really nothing. You know that. This is just to drive someplace.
Yeah.
So I grabbed.
So Smoke's almost getting sexually assaulted by this faggot.
Grab his face, and I'm in my shitty car, and I push him all the way to the other side. I say, "Don't you fucking do that again. When am I going to hit that fucking pipe?"
Yeah.
Oh, he kept on saying.
And that's when he's going.
Wait, look at it. There's such a gay connotation to that.
Yeah. Dude, you're giving off gay vibes.
So I have Xanax. I already gave him some.
Yeah,
he's
gay vibes.
Beer, and he starts passing out in my car, guys, because he's drinking.
You should rock the motherfucker.
I gave him a fistful of fucking. Oh, he had nothing because I didn't even tell you the time. Wait, when it gets to the next day or whatnot, I had clothes in my car. He comes in one day and he's wearing shit that's from my car. But we're not even close to anything yet. So we're driving, and this is like this sick adventure I'm on. I need to get out of my skin. I need to get out of my body.
So you want to get drugs?
So I know that this is just taking me someplace dark, and we're not going to Manhasset. Somehow we end up in Hempstead.
Now, Manhasset is rich white people.
Right.
Hempstead, you're in the gutter. You're with the blacks.
This is horrible in the gutter. This is like the poor neighborhoods.
Uniondale. This is fucking blacks.
We get to this neighborhood where every house is boarded up. It's like
you went to Detroit almost.
It's exactly what it looked like. And you said, "All right, let's go in here." And listen, I didn't tell you how I almost dragged him out, how he tried to drag him out of the car. So he's passing out my car. I get out. I'm freaking out, and I go to pull him out of my car. He's halfway in, halfway out. And he wakes up. He goes, "Dude, what the fuck were you doing?" I was like, "Dude, you fell asleep on me, whatever." And he goes, "Dude, just run." And you're just whatever. He gets back in the car. "Dude, just let's keep going." So we get to this fucking house, and the door is all boarded up, and he knocks on it or whatnot, and this black guy comes, and then we kind of like pry the door open. Black guy comes. We go inside, and they shut this board up on it.
Yeah, you know why it's boarded up? Because it's been fucking hit by the fucking Nassau police fucking 10 times already.
So I'm in the House of Horrors. You walk in, and it's like a living room, right? The whole house is empty, and the ceiling fan's off. It's just like garbage, and fucking, you can't even sit in the couches and shit. Mirrors that are,
it's a crack house.
Yes. But then, there's rackety stairs going up. They may not even been all there, and you go up, and you get to, upstairs, there's, I guess, a couple bedrooms. You get to this landing way. You turn right? And then I'll tell you what the bathroom looks like in a second, but to the left, there's one room with a light on. And you go in, And it's now this black guy, he's sci-fi. That's his name.
Sci-fi. Dude, I would have been the fuck out of there.
And in this room, so there's...
But smoke, shooting coke, so let's stay.
Yeah. There's extension cords and wires going out the window to some other house or something, turning the...
Real nigger rigged.
Oh, it's horrible. In the bed is a prostitute.
Girl or guy?
Girl. And so sci-fi is a pimp.
Pimp.
Okay. That's
name like sci-fi.
Yeah.
Your fucking career choices are limited.
So we're in this little shitty room with a shitty mattress, and there's a TV on.
We might have to do this in 2 episodes today.
We might.
We might have to, because we're dragging this.
That's all right. So we're going to be going, I guess. Oh, yeah. So there's the prostitutes in bed. On the TV is porn just playing, right? And the 4 of us are sitting around. The prostitute's not allowed to get out of the bed. She's clothed, but she's not.
How much she charging?
I don't know, because I didn't bang her. But
yeah.
So now we're all trying to smoke crack, but
he only has a little crack.
No, this guy already smoked all the crack on me. Right here. So
and he's falling asleep, so that's some good crack.
No. Well, because I gave him a shitload of Xanax with the beers.
Yeah.
And he didn't get a lot of crack.
Yeah.
So he's...
And
sci-fi has...
wasn't giving off gay fucking vibes. He was just giving this guy Xanax.
Sci-fi has drugs. He has crack, but it's always not a lot. So I never got to hit the crack in the car. Okay? So I'm on for the ride.
Fucking nigger.
So we get in there, and there's more crack going around. But now it's obvious I don't belong here. You know?
No fucking shit.
So when the guy's name was Mike, the white guy. And he looks dressed very nice. And then when you're sitting with him in this room, you're realizing, oh shit, this guy does not have a family. He doesn't have a wife that he got to a fight with. And I'm already here. And I could just feel, I'm sitting on the floor. They're all sitting on couches. I'm still waiting for this crack pipe to go around. And by the time it ever gets to me, they know I know nothing. There's nothing ever in it. Like I'm hitting it, but I'm not getting high. There's no crack. It's all just the ashes.
It sucks.
So...
I would have been the fuck out. Why are you still there?
At this point, I'm getting phone calls from my ex-girlfriend. Please come home. Please come home.
Oh, why are you still there, though? You're not getting high. You got a fucking faggot sitting next to you and a guy named Sci-Fi in the corner.
Started to do the drugs and all the things you do. And mind you,
dude, if I'm doing drugs, I would have been like Sci-Fi. Let me buy drugs and then get the fuck out of there.
So before this all happened, you got to realize I'm off heroin and cold turkeying it for a few months. Girlfriend telling parents, going to a 20-day rehab, coming out still sick as a dog, so my brain is fucking fried from the last couple months, relapsing here, girlfriend telling my parents or family kicking me out, living on the, having to walk around the streets for 3 days. It's just a crazy lifestyle I've been living before this. So then I start talking about heroin and drugs,
Sci-Fi doesn't have any heroin?
No, but we got to imagine that where we are, the location we are,
there's heroin.
A lot, and he probably knows all the wrong people to get.
So you're trying to get heroin now?
Yes. So this is a Friday night.
So we make it through the night.
Not even that. So I'm sitting around with these people. It still gets crazy. Sci-fi. I asked him about drugs. Okay, hold on. People are going to come by. So he drops crack rock on the ground, right? And
he's testing you.
Not me. He really drops it and everyone's looking for it and he can't find it.
Can you?
So then he's threatening to kill people. He goes, motherfucker.
Why the fuck are you still there?
At this point, there's no leaving. There's no leaving. There is. Happened to me. So I don't normally admit this, but the same tactics that are used to pimp a girl out.
He's pimping you out?
He's not pimping me, but the same psychological warfare that's done. I'm trapped.
Yeah.
I'm trapped with these people. They're keeping an eye on me.
Smoke's weak-minded.
Yeah. In this one, I was.
Yeah.
So
liberal.
So Sci-Fi can't find his fucking crack.
Hang out with blacks.
He doesn't know if it's the prostitute. He doesn't know if it's this guy, Mike, and he doesn't know if it's me, but he can't find on this dirty floor anyway. There's probably a lot of different shit on it anyway. And I'm the one sitting on the floor. He's getting pissed. He's putting on a scene. All right, that's it. I'm going to get my gun from my car. Why do they always get my gun from their car?
Because they don't have a gun. He's a fucking convicted felon.
But then Mike is running out after him, and they're probably doing this on purpose to me at this time. So then I'm left alone with this girl in the room.
They're testing you.
So I have Xanax in my pocket, and they're out doing something. I'm thinking they're going to, no one knows if someone's going to come.
Dude, you're popping Xanax. That's the last place I want to pop Xanax is to fall asleep at
sniff it with this prostitute. And she goes, you better not let sci-fi see me do this. Like, that's how much control she's got on.
Yeah.
He's got on. So the guys come back in the room. And remember, this is a long time ago. My mind's still a little fuzzy, but I'm still there. And I think I'm waiting for heroin at this point. They say they're going to get it for me. At one point, this Latin king or Bloods guy named Black walks in, and he turns to me, and I think Mike, and we're gonna have to continue this story next week, but I think Mike has already left, and it's me, sci-fi, and and the prostitute, and he turns to me, this guy named Black, and he goes, this ain't for little boys, because he's gonna bang this fucking prostitute.
In front of you.
No. You say, you know, step out to say for little boys. That's what he says. So he's going to bang this prostitute. Me and Sci-Fi go out, and I'm probably crying. I think I'm crying at this point because I can't do anything. He's like, come on, mate. All right. And he brings me in another room, and he's all fucked up, and it's this shitty, trashed room. And he's having me put boards up on the fucking walls. Fucking put the boards up over the walls. And I'm literally crying.
Yeah.
I don't know what to fucking do.
Leave, motherfucker.
This is into Saturday now. I think I've been there for like 24 hours, and I'm putting boards up on the room, or maybe it was in the first night, just that next thing. And he goes, block it with a block it. He's telling me what to do. I guess it's just to keep me away from those people. Mike had already left for this point, right?
Yeah. Mike got the fuck out of there.
Saturday. Oh, Mike will be back. Oh, Saturday now, I'm trying to get drugs now. So I have blank checkbooks, right?
Oh, yeah, let's write bad check.
Somehow they convinced me So they somehow convinced me to go to Best Buy. And I think I buy a computer with a bad check so they could hack it. And at this time, I have psych meds that look like Xanax, but they aren't. Guy called Boost Bar. So I tell him, oh, yeah, I have all these Xanax I could sell you. Oh, I got a guy. Yeah, we can get you your shit. So I guess a couple hours later, I got the bag. It's raining and shit in there. I'm in there and I'm driving my car. So I go give them the drugs to go sell to someone. And I guess they looked it up on their phone, and that's not a good look. And they come back and they go, motherfucker, this is not Xanax. You were trying to have us sell to someone. And
can't put one past Sci-Fi.
They go, motherfuckers get killed for this shit. And I look, and because I know that they look like, I go, oh my God, someone had given them to me. They told me they were Xanax. And I'm waiting to see, because this guy's saying motherfuckers get killed for this shit.
You should have just fucking ripped out of there.
He looked at him. There's a couple of them in my car.
Oh.
They're looking at the pills, which look like Xanax. And as I'm holding my breath, they go, all right, well, I can understand that. So I guess they don't have guns, but I can understand that. So we go back to the house, and it's Black. I don't know if it's Black, but another guy comes by and he can find heroin. But I have no money or anything. But they said they give me a bag, they'll go get heroin. And so they have no ride, and I have a car. So this is where I officially give away my car. I got it back, as you could tell. This is where I give away my car.
You ghetto rented it.
Yeah.
You rented.
And this might be Saturday or Sunday, because I remember I went home on the Monday, So my phone's been turned off at this time. Family doesn't know where the fuck I am. Remember, I didn't want to go home to this chick I was living with at the time. And what'd you call it? So this guy takes my car, and I know immediately. I go, and I'm not asking no one's forcing me to, but the only way you can.
How much did you get? How much for $100?
Oh, I didn't give him any. I didn't have money.
No. How much did he pay you?
Oh, nothing. He needed to go. If he left me my car, he'd go get the dope.
Oh.
And I know that, so I'm seeing money exchange. I know this guy.
Why didn't you go with them?
I did get sick because I don't know. Dude, you got to realize, getting to here, even getting the pack of cigarettes that led to this. This is the first time that the monster of addiction, because I was so isolated before this, I found myself in a fucked up place. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say a few more things, but this is definitely a to be continued.
Either way, we know Smook fucked up his life that night.
Oh, my life was already fucked before this, but I got a little bit more to say before we, kind of wrap it up. Yeah, so this guy he takes my car, and I know that I'm not getting it back. So I'm just kind of sitting here tooling around with these people for, I don't know, at this point, a day and a half, maybe, maybe it was a Saturday and then I went home the Monday, or it was a Friday. I'm not sure, but it was a fucking.
So just so we know, we're leaving it off. We're going to leave it off with Smokler just lost his fucking car.
Yeah. And we'll do a little recap. So I was a little choppy with that. I'll write some more notes down.
It's sci-fi. You just need to know the nicker's name, sci-fi.
Yeah, sci-fi. That I was fucking, it was almost like being the same. I was being pimped, but the same like psychological fucking shit that pimps use on fucking, on prostitutes. But listen, what you call it? We're going to do, oh yeah.
So next week, I don't know which top 5 we're going to do. I'm thinking I was going to have it voted on, but now I'm not going to have it voted on. I'm going to do top 5 DiCaprio films.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, DiCaprio.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen,
we're going to wrap it up with sci-fi.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up with sci-fi. We'll go through that next week. But yeah, we do want to thank, sorry about the choppy ending. We do want to thank everyone who has been listening and is continuing to listen. You have to check out our social medias, which is...
Please follow.
Yeah, and please follow. CNTUNDER ST848334 at Twitter. The fucking, what is it?
Instagram. Can't understand normal thinking at Gmail and Instagram, spelt right, CNT.
Yep.
And then Podbean and YouTube, spelt right. I mean, Instagram and email, fuck it. I'm all fucked up today.
Yeah. Go to Podbean, find us on Podbean, like us.
Yeah, I have all the links there.
This got a little fucking weird again. I'll be better prepared next week. But also to our German people, okay?
Always
see you out there, okay?
Two downloads this week.
Yeah, we see you out there, and we want to hear more from you. Thank you guys very much, and until next week, later, fuckers.
Butterfly in the sky.
Come on!
I can go twice as high.
Let's get it on.
Take a look,
nigga.
In a book,
my nigga.
Reading rainbow.
You think it's a game?
I can go anywhere.
Suck my dick.
Friends to know.
My nigga.
Ways to grow.
Nigga.
Reading rainbow.
Here we go again.
I can be anything.
Same old shit. What?
Take a look,
nigga.
In a book.
My nigga.
Reading rainbow.